salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
We are live at Neville Arena where the students are back and they're excited about putting their support behind the #1 team in America against Mississippi State. Let's dive into the matchup a little bit more. Denver Jones, 10 for 16 from beyond the arc in Auburn's last 3 home games. He's at 45% from deep this season, and he has a nearly 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio in SEC play. Mississippi State's Josh Hubbard, by the way, leads the league in assist-to-turnover ratio, about 4.5-to-1. Miles Kelly is shooting 50% overall the last 2 games, including 8 for 14 from deep. The 8 made threes over the last 2 games are Miles' most of the season. It's the first time since late 2023 when he was at Georgia Tech that he's made 4 threes in back-to-back games. Mississippi State gives up threes at a 34% clip. That ranks 15th in the conference. So Auburn's three-point shooting may be something to watch tonight. The 60-second scout is presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News & World Report rankings. Harbert, inspiring business. Tonight's 60-second scout of Mississippi State comes from Auburn assistant Chad Pruitt.
The first thing that comes to my mind is this is not a typical Mississippi State team. You know, we have for years seen a really physical, inside-dominated type team. This team last game against Kentucky shot 43 pointers, and so they're better from 3 than 2. Still play really good defense, but not as good defensively if they have been in the past. But offensively, with a couple of great shooters and obviously Cam Matthews, who's just a freak, who can play guard and big, we got our hands full tonight.
All right, with the fact that you don't have Janai tonight, talk about Mississippi State's defense against the Tigers.
Yeah, I think what you'll see is a little bit more pressure on our guards, and they realize that we got the kind of guards that can get really hot from 3. So I think they'll make us try to make more one-on-one plays and try to take away the 3-pointers. But I think you're going to try to see them up and down. I think you're going to see where, again, opposite of what we've seen in the past, where it's been more half-court against them the last 3 times, games in the 50s and 60s. I think tonight you're going to see them up and down a lot more.
Only 2 Bulldogs average double figures, but 3 others average 9+ per game. Cam Matthews, as you mentioned, gets almost 9 points to go with over 7 boards per outing. As a team, State is plus 4.5 in rebounding and plus 5 a game in turnovers. Time for the pregame medical report. That's presented by East Alabama Health, their team of first responders, proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and every Auburn Athletics home event. Auburn obviously without Janai Broome with his ankle injury. State guard Kanye Clary missing his 10th straight game with a leg injury. And we're watching Riley Kugel tonight, the Florida transfer listed as a game-time decision. Kugel averages almost 10 points per game. He poured in 22 against Auburn in Gainesville last year as a member of that Florida team. Well, we're getting closer to basketball at Neville Arena. The head coach of the #1 Auburn Tigers is coming up next. Kind of get down to the Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the orthopedic clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the orthopedic clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Do you live in Lee County? You are eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Working in Lee County? You're eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Listening to this radio ad right now? 99% chance you are eligible to have a Max Credit Union account. At Max Credit Union, If you live, work, worship, or attend school in Lee or one of our 26 other counties, you are eligible to open an account with Max. Come see us in Auburn or Opelika, or get started now at mymax.com. Some restrictions apply.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moores Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moores Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moores Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moores Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moores Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Ford presents our exclusive pre-game visit with head coach Bruce Pearl.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Thoughts of especially the second half this past Saturday after you lost Janai to the ankle and the way that the ball club played down the stretch at a really, really tough environment at South Carolina.
Well, you know what, Andy, the guys responded really well. You know, when Dylan Carwell, Chaney Johnson are out there together, I mean, they're elite defensively. And that's what we needed. We needed stops. And so we got stops, and we're able to, hold South Carolina without a bucket the last 5 minutes of the game, which is, the way to obviously win it. We got to the free throw line. We made a couple buckets ourselves, and we just ground it out. But I'm really proud of the kids for the way they responded and hung in there together. It really, what it does is it really hurts our depth, if you want to know the truth. Tonight we're playing a team that beat the team that we beat in South Carolina by 33. So, me and my slippery rock theory. So we'll have to play a lot better tonight.
How is Janai doing? I know it's got to be tough for him. Not only the injury, but just not getting the opportunity to play tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Player of the Year candidate. He's important, very important player for us, particularly in the offensive end. He's been so productive as an offensive scorer and a playmaker and a passer, and been a dominant rebounder for us. So it's a huge loss. But I think the guys are excited about the opportunity to step up. I know a year ago when we lost Jalen Williams in the Kentucky game, we then went on the road to Georgia, and Chaney Johnson started, and everybody sort of stepped up. And so that's what we're going to have to do tonight. While we're a little thinner on the front line, we still got enough to be able to compete against a team like Mississippi State, who's one of the best teams in our league.
State has always been tough defensively, and especially since Chris Jans took over. But you look at this offense, and this is a different Mississippi State team from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, it's not your father's Mississippi State team for sure. It's a team that still is their MO is still their toughness and how hard they play, and Cameron Matthews and that the way they play so hard and physically and crash the boards and stuff like that. But this is a much more gifted offensive team, particularly on the perimeter. Between the two starting guards, they're averaging, Hubbard and Harris, they're 6 threes made a game and shooting a great percentage. So our guards are going to have to do a great job of going out there and defending them. It's the first time in I don't know how many years that we're playing Mississippi State team without Tolu Smith, right? Who probably played there for 5 years, and but they're really, really dynamic offense. They put 90 on Kentucky in their last game. So good offensive team and a team that will turn you over defensively. They lead the league, or one of the top teams in the league in steals and turnover percentage. So we'll have to do a good job of taking care of the ball because they're really good in transition.
It may not be the same, but you have faced teams with very good perimeter players. It's not the first time you've seen teams that have 3 guards the level that you see in Mississippi State tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Menendez is averaging, I think, like 16 or 14 in SEC play. He's second on the team in shots attempted in the SEC. So he's the young man that transferred from Georgia. Kugel comes off the bench, and he's a young man that transferred from Florida. Chris Jans did a great job in the transfer portal, getting some real key pieces. The center is a transfer from Miami. They got some of the best guys out there in the transfer portal, and they made a huge investment in NIL. And, as a result, their roster is the beneficiary.
Without Janai tonight, what's a couple keys for this one tonight?
Well, Chaney will start. Key is staying out of foul trouble with Dylan and Chaney. That's going to be a real key. Jaheim Hudson will come in behind Dylan. Chris Moore, and maybe even Chad Baker-Mazzara will come in and will play some small ball at the 4. And it's going to have to be just a little bit more from everybody. We're probably going to be a little bit more perimeter oriented, so we're going to have to make shots. And our ball screen offense, both with Dylan at the rim, Chaney on step backs. Chaney's going to knock down a couple shots tonight, and our offense will be fine. It won't be as easy because it's just like throw the ball to Janai and let him play out of it and get a double team. So we're going to have to work harder to get good looks. But as always, this game will be won and lost on the defensive end and keeping Mississippi State off the boards.
Wish all the best tonight. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccine. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Getting you set for Auburn and Mississippi State. Number 1 against number 15. Coach Randall Dickey gives us his keys to the game. Coach, break it down for us. What are the keys for the Tigers?
Well, I'm going to side with Coach Pearl. I think foul trouble is a big key just because we're one player short and he's with the best player in the country. That always puts you a little bit behind the 8 ball. So Chaney and Cardwell and Hudson coming off the bench as well as Mazzara. They've got to stay out of foul trouble. Let it be our decision if we want to play a little smaller. If you're forced in that position, it just kind of compounds the problem. But secondly, you got a defensive rebound. One thing Mississippi State does, they have tremendous athletes and they fly to the offensive glass, so we got to limit their second opportunities. Lastly but not least, somebody's got to step up and have a big night. We're at home, be comfortable, get light on your feet, let it fly, get hot, and stay hot.
All right, if you are game planning this for Auburn, do you take it right at Nwoku on the inside and be the aggressor and try to get him in foul trouble? Or State defends the 3, second worst in the SEC. Auburn's been right at about 22 3 attempts per game in conference play. Do you let it fly a little more from long range in this game?
Well, previously we've always run a little bit of the flex cut off the transition and tried to jam the ball inside and
the closer you are to the rim, the game, that part of it hasn't changed. Your percentages go higher. But I think you'd have that as the first look. I think Denver Jones is the second look, Mazzara maybe the third, and then you've got Miles Kelly. Those three guards, one of them going to get a good look off. If they take the ball from one side of the floor to the other, make Mississippi State have to change positions, I think it's going to open up one of the two, and Chaney Johnson could have a big night scoring as well.
Good stuff. Coach's Key is presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Starting lineups in the opening tip are next. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Live Sports Radio, bringing you inside Neville Arena for all the action of men's and women's basketball game day with no delay. Every dunk, block shot, and steal, plus all the analysis from our Hall of Fame coaches, all with no delay. $25 new or $10 to reprogram the one you already have. Also, use it for every broadcast of home baseball and softball games this spring, all with no delay. With Live Sports Radio, presented by Alpha Insurance.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Coro drives right past Neesmith to the hole and jams it with the right hand with a foul. Baseline right to Kessler for the two-hand dunk. Jabari inside to the basket. A resounding dunk for an SEC championship. Hartwell in the breakaway. Dillon to the hole. Yes! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Auburn Tigers are SEC tournament champions.
This is SEC basketball, and these are the Yellowwood starting lineups for your Auburn Tigers.
Left wing, three ball, Denver short. He runs down his own rebound, drives to the hole, up and under, and in at the top. Denver three. Yes, Denver a three. Good for Auburn.
Great movement when Auburn is at their best. They take the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and they did, and found Denver Jones wide open for a three-point shot.
Denver Jones, Newmarket, Alabama, Memphis Day Academy.
Ahead, Miles Kelly. Kelly waits for numbers, just drives to the hole, up and in.
Nice play, coast to coast.
Low post pass for Miles. Turnaround jumper, good. Miles Kelly three, bang.
Oh boy, that looked good going through from a deep corner. The ball just barely did wrinkle the net.
Out to the top. Miles Kelly to tie it. Bang!
Miles Kelly, Stone Mountain, Georgia, Parkview High School, Hargrave Military Academy.
Chad Baker-Mazar on the right wing. Spins. Outside the arc, pops a long three. Good. Right wing three, Chad Baker. It's good!
Big three ball. Auburn Tigers are carving them up on the offensive end.
Left wing pass, Chad Baker-Mazar. Penetrates, drive. Up with a shot. Good! And a foul! He went in backwards and knocked that one home.
Chad Baker-Mazar, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Colonia High School.
Steal. Chaney Johnson to the hole. Right-handed hammer.
He just makes his presence known right off the bat with a defensive steal. It goes down to a big big-time flying dunk.
Auburn the other way. Baker Mazar lobs it. Oh, alley-oop, Chaney Johnson.
That's what you call up and away.
Out at the top, Chaney Johnson, a 3-ball. Yes!
Unbelievable.
Chaney Johnson, Alabama, Thompson High School.
Dylan Cardwell down the lane with a running one-hander. Goal! Lobs it. Cardwell to the hole. One hand, right hand, hammer. A career day for DC. Lobs it. Cardwell dumps it. Oh, an alley-oop. Dear goodness.
Unbelievable high-low action between Broom and Cardwell, and Dylan knows what to do with it point blank.
Dylan Cardwell, Augusta, Georgia, McEachern High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Your Auburn Tigers are number 1 in the AP poll, number 1 in the coaches poll, number 1 in the NCAA net, number 1 in the Ken Palm rating. In his 11th season, Bruce Pearl is 215 and 120 on the Plains. In his 30th season overall, a record of 677 and 265. Before we get to the state lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Mississippi State 14-2 overall, 2-1 in the SEC, 15th in the AP poll, 18th in the coaches poll. Chris Jans from Loras College is in his 3rd season in Starkville, a record of 56 and 29. In his 8th season overall, a record of 199 and 73. Josh Hubbard runs the point, 5'11", sophomore from Madison, Mississippi, 17 points, 2.2 rebounds, 3.2 assists. Claudel Harris Jr. on one wing, 6'4" senior from Hunville, Louisiana, 11.2 points, 3.2 rebounds. R.J. Melendez on the other wing, a 6'7" senior from Puerto Rico, a transfer from Georgia, averaging 9 points, 3.8 rebounds. On the inside, Cam Matthews, a grad student out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, at 6'7", 8.7 points, 7.1 rebounds, making his 83rd Mississippi State start tonight. And Michael Nwoko, a 6'10" sophomore out of Toronto, Ontario, 7.3 points and 4.9 rebounds. The officials tonight, Don Daly, Owen Short, and Vladimir Boyard Tadal. It is a packed house on hand. Another sellout for the Tigers. This will be the 63rd consecutive sellout. Tickets very, very hard to come by for this one tonight. And it is a top 15 battle between Auburn and Mississippi State. The last time these two teams played, both in the top 15, was 1959.
That's for sure. That's been a while back. That was a little bit before my time, actually.
Auburn won that night, 97 to, or maybe that day, 97 to 66. Goodness gracious.
Well, we'd like to see history repeat itself.
Yes, indeed.
Right there.
Mississippi State, the away maroon uniforms with the white numerals and lettering, the gray trim. Auburn in the home whites, tops and bottoms, with the blue numerals and lettering and the orange trim here tonight. We see Janai Broom. He is with us tonight. A boot on that left injured ankle. When he returns, we do not know. The good news coming out of Saturday was the fact that it does not require surgery. So we'll get Janai Broom back at some point. In the meantime, Chaney Johnson gets his 3rd Auburn start here tonight. Boy, just imperative. Just can't say this enough for Chaney and Dylan to stay out of foul trouble, especially early here tonight.
Well, I think you just get off to a good start. You see what happens. I listed the guards and Jones, Kelly, Mazzara. Hey, whichever one gets the field, gets open, take that shot, and get hot and stay hot.
Nwoko will jump it up against Cardwell. The tap is controlled by Auburn, and we're underway at Neville Arena. Tigers to the basket to our left as Denver Jones brings it across midcourt. Top of the circle, Chaney Johnson. Off the left side, picked up by Cam Matthews to Cardwell. Jones, low post, Chaney. Chaney on the low post. Head fake, spins off the glass, in and out. Got it back and put it in.
Great second effort by Chaney Johnson. We went straight inside, went right to the rack with it.
He posted up Claudel Harris, and Auburn leads it 2-0. Quickly up the floor, R.J. Melendez. All the way to the basket, he missed it. Rebound Cardwell, outlet Denver. Looking up the right sideline, Miles Kelly. Kelly on the left-hand dribble, brings it out to the top, gets a screen.
Had the three, didn't force it. Maintains the right-hand dribble, hands to Denver Jones with 16 to shoot. Denver off the right wing, hands to Chad Bacon-Mazara. Chaney Johnson at the point. Chaney off the left wing, Miles Kelly. 7 to shoot. At the top, Chad Bacon-Mazara against Melendez. Drives past him to the hole. Got it!
They're really pressuring hot on the basketball. They're really high pressure. It's going to open up for more drives.
Auburn's 2 baskets in the paint. 4-0 Tigers. 18:50 in the first half. Josh Hubbard between the circles. Melendez right back to Hubbard with a screen. Right side, he's double teamed. Miles Kelly fouled him.
Just got a little bit overzealous when Hubbard picked the basketball up. Miles Kelly just smothered him. Got a little bit too close to him. I'm not sure Hubbard didn't do a pretty good job acting.
That's a nice job. Mississippi State ball. Melendez will trigger down the right sideline. Into the backcourt for Josh Hubbard. Between the legs, dribble twice. Double team, now to Matthews. Free throw line, down the lane. Put it up, blocked. Blocked by Cardwell. Rebounded by the Tigers. Up the floor, Chad Bacon-Mazara on the left wing to the baseline. Ball deflected, it goes out of bounds. Auburn will keep it with 22 to shoot. 4-0 Auburn. 18:25 to go in the first half in this key SEC ball game tonight.
Well, it's good to see the Tigers. They're hot on the ball. They're pressuring. They're out in the passing lanes, and they're just racing down the floor.
Inbound in the corner, Chad Baker. To the wing, Jones, top, Cardwell, right back to Denver. 17 to shoot for Auburn. To Cardwell, or rather to Chad Bacon-Mazara. Right wing three, bang!
Beautifully done. You can see the first 2 punches by the coaches. They went inside right off the bat, and Mazara gets 2 good looks.
Down the left side, Harris. Back into the corner on the wing. Off the left side for Matthews. Drives on Chaney. Off the right side of the lane. Hands to Melendez. Right back to Matthews. Open for a 3 ball for State. He missed it long. Rebound, Miles Kelly. Saves it to Chad Bacon-Mazara. 7-0 Auburn, Tiger ball. 17:59 are in the first half. Another 3. Chad Baker, good!
He's on fire. He's all of a sudden got a layup. Back-to-back threes. That's outstanding.
Timeout, Mississippi State. 10 love Auburn. 17:45 to go. And a quick start for your Auburn Tigers.
The Tigers are hot right out of the gate. They just need to sustain this. Keep Mississippi State out of it. Mississippi State's walking in mud right now.
Tonight's top 15 matchup against Mississippi State, presented by the City of Opelika. Looking for pregame activities? Check out Opelika's Unforgettable.com. That's OpelikaUnforgettable.com for stay and play options, great hotels, unique restaurants, breweries, a distillery, tons of shopping options. And don't forget a visit to Opelika's historic downtown entertainment district. Pregame in Opelika and War Eagle. 10-0 Auburn. Tigers open up 4 of 5 from the field. Chad Bacon-Mazara 2 of 2 from 3. State looking for his first basket. 0 of 2 from the field.
Looks like the Tigers are going to go ahead and stay with their game plan. They're going to pick up hot, full court press, really make it hard for the Bulldogs to get it inbounds.
Inbound comes to Cam Matthews, hands back to Josh Hubbard, who brings it up the floor. 10-0 Auburn on top. Hubbard against Denver Jones. Gets a screen from Nwoko. Picked up by Cardwell. At the top, 3 ball straight away by Harris. He missed it long. Rebound, Matthews at the free throw line. Kicks it left corner. 3 ball by Melendez. It's short. Rebound. Comes to Chad Bacon-Mazara.
The Tigers are really scrapping on that defensive board. That's a good sign.
Chad Bacon-Mazara between the circles. Gets a screen, drives right wing. Maintains the dribble with the left. At the top, Denver Jones. 16 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers up 10-0. 17:05 in the first. Denver to Cardwell. Off the right wing, Chad Baker. A screen. Another 3, CBM. He missed it long. Rebound, weak side, Miles Kelly. 3 ball. No. Off the front of the iron, and Hubbard gets the rebound for Mississippi State. Between the legs dribble, Hubbard to the free throw line. Hands the ball there to Matthews. Drives into the lane. Cut off by Chaney. On the wing. Left wing 3, Harris. Good.
As we've talked in the pregame, Mississippi State's changed their game. They're playing faster this year, shooting more threes, and you see that right there.
Claudell Harris's 41st 3 of the year makes it a 10-3 Auburn lead with 16:28 in the first half. At the top of the circle, Cardwell to Denver. It's knocked away. Hubbard with a steal, drives underneath, blocked by Denver. Rebounded by Cardwell. Ahead, Denver Jones races across midcourt. Gets the ball to DC, top of the circle. Right side pass comes to Denver Jones.
the length of the Tigers just continue to amaze me, but it also stifles the other team.
Denver, a crossover dribble. Hubbard stays with him. Long three, Denver Jones, short. Rebound to the floor comes to Melendez for Mississippi State. Auburn's missed 3 straight threes. Matthews, a drive. Reverse layup blocked by Chaney. Out to the wing it comes for Melendez. Drives on Cardwell and scores.
They're attacking the basket. Every time Mississippi State gets it, they're racing down the floor quickly and trying to get it to the rim.
5 straight points by State. Cuts Auburn's lead in half. It's 10-5 Tigers. Cardwell underneath, tried to get the ball a backdoor. It didn't get there. It was stolen by Harris. Right wing for Matthews. Matthews backs it up against Miles Kelly. On the wing, Nwoko for 3 for State. No, long rebound. Miles Kelly for Auburn. Here's Tigers the other way, 4 on 5, and Chad Baker-Mazzara holding his face at the other end of the floor. I don't know if he got hit in the nose, maybe the right eye on that rebound. And Auburn will keep it with a timeout on the floor. 15-19 in the first. Auburn 10, Mississippi State 5. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? You try and decide. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful. Hi, this is Matayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. Because the spice comes in at just the right moment. Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Get 2.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through February 3rd, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.08 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
Welcome back to Neville Arena. Auburn leads Mississippi State 10-5 with 15-19 to go in the first half of play. Auburn is 4 of 8 from the field with 7 rebounds. Mississippi State 2 of 9 from the field with 4 rebounds. Auburn 2 of 5 from 3, and Mississippi State is 1 of 5 from 3 to open this ball game. Auburn ball when we return to action with 26 to shoot for the Tigers.
It's a really good segment by the Tigers to get it started. Mazzara got us off offensively, but the thing that's really interesting to watch is how quickly the Tigers are to the basketball on the defensive boards. They're just out racing Mississippi State to the ball, coming up with it and turning it into the offensive end and running down the floor and executing. I think the last 2 or 3 possessions got a little bit overzealous, took a little bit quick shots, not in rhythm with the offense, and I think that kind of gave us a little bit of a chance to play defense a little bit more, and we do not want to do that. We want to make sure we get our shots in rhythm every time down the floor.
Sean Jones Jr. is into the lineup for State. Keshawn Murphy as well, a 6'10 redshirt junior from Ramsey High School in Birmingham. Auburn ball, Tahad Pettiford came into the Auburn lineup along with Chris Moore. On the right wing, Chad Baker-Mazzara has 8 of Auburn's 10 points. Double team, Pettiford. Straight away, 3 at the top. Short. Rebound, Chaney Johnson with the left hand, he puts it in.
That young man is everywhere. He's just like a shadow. He's going one way and then the other, but one place he is going is toward that basketball on the rebound.
4 points, 3 rebounds for Chaney. Auburn up 12-5. Matthews at the top. Works on Chris Moore. Backs him into the lane. Spins, kicks it out at the top. Hubbard against Pettiford. Now Moore in a switch. 3 ball, Hubbard. Missed it. Rebound, Miles Kelly. Skies for that one. Centers it to Tahad Pettiford across midcourt. Tigers up 12-5 with the ball. Pettiford at the left wing. Underneath, Chaney Johnson. It fade away from about 8. Nobody was fouled.
Really active. That was a good two-man play. A nice pass by Pettiford. Pettiford really come off that ball screen and really looked for Cheney on that roll.
Cheney Johnson will go to the line to shoot a pair for the Tigers. The senior out of Alabaster, Alabama, is 71% from the stripe this year. Playing in the 139th college game of his career, first of two. Good.
I think we've really seen his maturation take place over the last year and a half. He's done a great job and continues to improve his scoring, and his effort has always been there.
Second free throw from Cheney. Good as well.
Maybe it's the pink shoes.
Could be the pink. I asked him what determines whether he's going to wear pink or not. He said it's just a feel. 14-5 Auburn.
It's a really good time right there. Tigers really pressure that out of bounds and make them work to get it in.
Josh Hubbard at the point against Ahad Pettiford. Bodies up against him. Gets a screen. Pettiford stays with him. Off the left side of the circle. 14 to shoot for State. Hubbard now picked up by Chad Baker-Mazar. Top of the circle it comes for Jones. Lobs it. Ball. Free throw line. Driving down the lane, Harris, who shoots and scores.
Really made a mistake there on the switch between Kelly and Pettiford.
Went for the steal.
They went for the steal and left the lane wide open, and Harris took advantage of it.
14-7, Auburn leads it. 13:53, first half of play. Ahad Pettiford works on Hubbard straight away. Off the right side, Chad Baker-Mazar. Outside the arc, waits for a screen. Gets one from Cheney. Down the left side of the lane to Cheney. To the corner, Miles Kelly penetrates. Ball deflected and a steal. Harris the other way, 2-on-1. Lobs it for Jones, who dunks it.
That was a nice fast break by Mississippi State. The Tigers turned it over, and Mississippi State capitalized on that.
Trims the lead to 5, 14-9 Auburn, 13:25 in the first half of play. Pettiford around the perimeter for Chris Moore. Moore dribbles once off the wing, Miles Kelly. Had a three, didn't take it. Out to the top for Pettiford, 10 to shoot. Pettiford against Josh Hubbard. Backs up into the center circle, gets a screen. Behind the back dribble. 4 to shoot. Down to 3 to shoot. Head fake. Lobs it up there from 3. Banked it up. He got it.
Beautifully done. Couldn't happen to a better guy. Pettiford banked it in from the 3 with the shot clock going down.
Shake quickly up the floor. Hubbard. Matthews driving on Cheney Johnson. On the wing for Claudell Harris Jr. To Matthews on the wing against Cheney. Now picked up by Chris Moore. Right side, Keyshawn Murphy at 6'10". Backs his way in, underneath the basket. Goes up and he scores.
They're really trying to attack Cheney Johnson. They know the Tigers are shorthanded on the front line. They elected to bring Chris Moore in for Cardwell and let Cheney run this extra run.
17-11 Auburn, 12:25 first half of play. Moore hands to Chad Baker-Mazar on the right wing. He works against Jones. Drives to the free throw line. Pull up from about 18, no, but a foul.
There's a lot of hands going on out there. A lot of body checking.
And Chad Baker-Mazar will go to the line to shoot to set the Auburn school record with 51 consecutive made free throws. That was snapped a week ago tonight at Texas. And he looked genuinely shocked that he missed it, as we all were.
I think we all were shocked. You're just so accustomed to going in the basket when he's at the free throw line.
First of 2 for Chad Baker-Mazar, an 89% free throw shooter in his career. It's good, rattled in.
Really great example for young players. Ought to watch him. He goes through the routine the same way every single time. Everything is the same. He doesn't change anything. He just builds his confidence, and he really believes.
Miles Kelly, Cheney Johnson out. Denver Jones and Dylan Cardwell in for Auburn. Harris checks out of the lineup for State, and R.J. Melendez is back in on the wing. 18-11, Tigers on top. Chad Baker-Mazar, second free throw. He missed it, in and out.
Kind of moved that time. He left his feet before the ball got to the rim. He kind of moved and leaned on it.
Melendez running the point, leaves the ball now for number 3, Keyshawn Murphy. Drives, Chris Moore gets in front of him. Now to Hubbard at the top with 13 to shoot. For Melendez, into the corner, 3 ball, Melendez short. Rebound underneath. Ball deflected onto the wing for Jones. Out at the top, it's Hubbard. 3 ball against Denver. No, rebound underneath, it's up and it's in for Murphy.
Got a second opportunity by Mississippi State. They're a really good team. They're ranked 14th in the country. They've only got 2 losses. They're going to take advantage of your mistakes if you give them second chances.
34% of their rebounds are offensive rebounds, as that one was, and it makes it a 5-point Auburn lead, 18-13. Cardwell, Pettiford, left wing to Hyde. Ball deflected away. He retrieves it with 8 to shoot. Pettiford against Melendez. Screen from Cardwell. 3 ball, right side, banked up, missed it. And the rebound pulled in by Murphy. Ahead on the wing. Jones bumped. Right side of the lane to Murphy, out to the top for Hubbard. Auburn's lead is 5. State basketball. Left wing, Nwoko. Picks up the dribble in the key. Jones. Left wing, Murphy. Low post, Nwoko. Backs up against Moore. Out to the free throw line, Murphy. Against Cardwell. 6 to shoot. Shoots it over, air ball. Underneath, it's up and in by Jones.
Had the inside position on the air ball that time, and it went right to him. Another really what you would call a second opportunity for the Bulldogs.
And that trims the lead to 3. It's 18-15 with 10:36 on a counting clock in the first. Pettiford hits Chad Baker-Mazzara. Picked up aggressively by Jones. Drives past Jones. Down the lane. Shoots. Scores!
I think that's one thing the Tigers got to do. If they're going to pressure the ball so heavy, you got to spread them out and drive it.
Our Sun South drive of the game, Sun South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Foul away from the ball against Auburn. Stops the clock with 10:18 to go in the first. Auburn 20, Mississippi State 15. Hey, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Moves to the right and shoots a jumper. Missed everything, and up for the rebound is Chris Porter to Doc. Baseball pass, front court, Brian Smith. Baseline 8-footer, in and out, no good. Oh, my goodness, 8-footer jam by Porter. Oh, my goodness. Neville, Abbeville, Alabama, a one-handed slam. Get ready, ESPN. That's a highlight.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Brad Law back at Neville Arena. Auburn on top of Mississippi State, 20-15, 10-18 to go in the first half. We check the Yellowwood scoreboard. The other two ranked versus ranked matchups in the league tonight. Kentucky and Texas A&M are knotted at 11. They played a little over 8 in that matchup. Same story 8 minutes gone by in Tuscaloosa, where Alabama started cold from the field. They've heated up a bit. They're on top of Ole Miss, 14-10. Rebels have forced 7 turnovers in that game thus far. As we get it back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey. Guys, a couple of notes here. Auburn's offense not really running through the post like we're used to seeing. State cutting that off, and the officials are letting a degree of physicality go. That was only the 4th foul whistled in this game, and we played almost 10 minutes.
Well,
go ahead, Randall.
One thing that they have been consistent on both ends, but it is really too much hand checking going on with a guy with a basketball. Really affects you executing your offense.
Inbound into the corner for State. It's Jones against Pettiford into the lane. Missed it. May have been blocked. Ball deflected out of bounds. Auburn will have it. Jones looked like he was a bit off balance as he went up for that shot.
It was kind of a weird play. They ran an out-of-bounds play and went to the opposite side, and then he drove it to the lane, but somehow he kind of had his body twisted around.
We approach the midway mark of the first half. Tigers lead by 5. Auburn ball. Pettiford works out at the top. I guess number 6, Delquan Warren. Low post, Chaney Johnson up and under. Boy, how did that stay out? It did, and here's Matthews the other way. Jones into the corner for Warren. Picked up by Todd Pettiford. Warren goes down, loses it, gets it back, drives 2-on-1. Warren into the corner, deflected out of bounds. Great play by Ja'Kai Howard to deflect that pass out of bounds in the baseline.
Absolutely. Came from almost the other side of the court because he was gone when we had the ball in the transition offense, and then he turned it right back over. But I think Tahad got fouled right here in front of us.
Well, you can tell by the jungle behind us, they agree with you. State ball.
I think you ought to let them play as physical as you want to, but you got to protect ball handlers and shooters.
Warren, Matthews drives against Cardwell. He missed it. Rebound jam, though, by Melendez.
They really fly to the offensive glass. That's one thing Mississippi State does. They've had a trait like that. This set of athletes can really get above the rim.
5 offensive rebounds in the first half for State. Into the high post for Chaney Johnson. Now Cardwell. Dillon, a couple dribbles with the right hand, maintains it, hands it back to Pettiford. Shot clock at 10 for Auburn. Tahad tries to turn the corner. Needs a screen, gets it. Down the left side, step back, 3. At the top, it's Chaney. 3 ball by Chaney. Go, it's short. And out of bounds to Mississippi State. It was on the mark, it just came up short. And Auburn's offense is stalled a little bit right now.
It's a little bit too much dribbling and not enough passing.
Hubbard replaces Warren in the lineup for State. Nwoko checks out of the lineup for State. And Murphy is back in for the Bulldogs. It's a 3 ball away from tying it up right now with 8:52 to go in the first half. Hubbard, top of the circle. Murphy, or rather Matthews, drives, goes up, he missed it. Rebound tapped out of bounds to Auburn. Getting a clean defensive rebound, a bit of a problem right now for Auburn.
Well, every time, whether you're Mississippi State or whether you're Auburn, and you leave the floor to go to the rebound, if there's a couple of guys hanging on your arm, it is a physical battle around both glass, offense and defense.
Miles Kelly replaces Pettiford, so that puts Denver Jones back at the point for Auburn. He is double teamed, stays out of the double team, however. Drives to the free throw line, down the lane, up and under. Good!
Beautifully done right there. Hard drive by Denver Jones. Showed his experience taking that ball to the basket.
Hubbard, stop and pop 3. Barely drew iron, long rebound out of bounds to Auburn.
I think the Tigers got lucky then.
Yes, they did, Randall.
Hubbard is an explosive scorer. He's not had as good a year as a sophomore as he did as a freshman, but he is capable of taking over a game, and he got a really good look then and just missed it.
He was looking for his 51st 3. It just didn't happen. 22-17 Auburn. Denver at the point. Gets the ball to Chaney. Outside the arc. Chaney looks, gets the ball to Denver Jones. Right side, Miles Kelly. Collides with Melendez on the wing. Gets fouled again by Melendez. Bruce Pearl going nuts on the sideline. Shot clock at 6. Denver Jones, free throw line, down the lane, lobs it. Cardwell punches it.
I think that's the answer, and I think the coaches has figured that out. Spread them out, drive it hard. If they cover you, toss it up for a lob, and Dylan Cardwell can dunk with the best of them.
Matthews put it up, it was blocked. Here's Auburn the other way. Miles Kelly on the break. Tigers by 7. Miles on the wing gets a screen. Cardwell stop and pop 3. Bang!
Transition basketball is Auburn's way.
A 30-second timeout called by Mississippi State. 7:29 in the first. Auburn's lead is 10 again, 27-17. Discover exceptional service with SmartBank, your premier choice for personalized banking solutions in the heart of Auburn. From the tip-off to the final buzzer, they support your financial goals. See what's so smart about SmartBank. SmartBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 7-0 run by Auburn. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right. Guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
The Alabama Department of Public Health reminds you, don't wait, vaccinate. Stay current on all vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM to learn more.
7:31 to go in the first half. Auburn has hit its last 3 shots. Tigers are on a 7-0 run and have equaled their largest lead of the first half at 10 right now, 27-17, along with Randall Dickey, Brad Law, and Andy Burcham at a packed Neville Arena. Good to have the students back, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
Woo!
It's electrifying in here tonight, and you can just feel it from the court level here of the intensity of the jungle, and you've got guys hanging from the rafters.
Each time Auburn has jumped out to this 10-point lead, Mississippi State has called a timeout. The Bulldogs responded to that first timeout. We'll see if they respond to this one for the final 7:31 of the half.
One thing Mississippi State is really good, if you let their defense get set in the half court, they're excellent. But the Tigers have done everything in the speed transition game and scored without.
Oh, there's a steal. Denver Jones, Ja'Kai Howard forced it up there. He missed it. Rebound comes to Jaheim Hudson. Right wing Denver. Auburn got a steal off the inbound pass. Into the corner for Ja'Kai, and he's fouled by Melendez. And that's about the third foul that Melendez has committed, maybe the first that's been called. It's been a physical first half of basketball.
It has, and the Tigers are looking to score quickly before Mississippi State really sets their defense in the half court.
Denver Jones at the top, right wing Chaney Johnson. Free throw line Hudson right back to Denver. Drives inside the arc, 18-footer by Denver, short. And the rebound pulled in by Hubbard for Mississippi State. Well, that was an opportunity for Auburn to take or added to that 10-point lead.
Yeah, we've had a couple of chances there.
Murphy against Turtle. Backs his way into the lane, spins to the basket, and missed it, but Turtle got him with the foul.
Mississippi State still got big size on the front line. They can really post up.
Who would you think Auburn's leading rebounder is right now?
Oh, without looking at it, maybe one of the guards.
How about Miles Kelly with 5, one under his season high?
He has been active. And it was good to see him hit that shot down there a while ago.
Keyshawn Murphy, 73% from the line. A career high 20 against Pitt back in December. The free throw is in and out. Auburn, by the way, 3 of 4 from 3. Let me double check that. 4 of 9 from 3. State 1 of 9 from 3. It's one of the differences in this first half.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to see the Tigers do is maybe get a few more assists leading to baskets where they could get back to sharing that basketball like their trade is.
Murphy knocked home the second free throw. A State presses in the backcourt.
Yeah.
Denver
2-2-1 zone
ahead
press.
For Jaheim Hudson across midcourt, hands to Jones, 20 to shoot for Auburn. Auburn leads 27-18. Jones on the wing against Melendez. Gets a screen from Chaney. Right wing, free ball, Denver. Good.
You can't hardly leave these Auburn guards open. They all can shoot the ball, and if you miss and leave them open, they will bury it.
30-18, Tigers on top. Hubbard on the wing. At the top, it's Matthews. Into the corner, Melendez. It was blocked by Ja'Kai and out of bounds. He tried to knock it off of Melendez, but into the Auburn bench.
Just goes to show the length of Ja'Kai Howard then. Closed on Melendez on the shot. Got to it and made a great effort on that.
16 to shoot for State. Will trigger down the left sideline in front of the Auburn bench. Melendez. Into the backcourt for Hubbard. Across midcourt. 14 to shoot. Hubbard leaves for Matthews. Drives on Turtle. Head fake twice. Out to the top. Hubbard. Ball deflected off the left wing for Harris. Harris forces a 3. Air ball. There's another rebound, the 6th of the game for Miles Kelly. That's a season high for Miles. Tigers by 12 and with the ball. Miles on the left wing. Between the circles, Denver Jones. 17 to shoot for the Tigers as Denver wanders off the left side. Gets a screen. Double team. Cheney had a three, now takes a three. He makes the three!
That's a great, he kind of froze him. He ball faked, froze the defender, and then took the shot.
Inbound deflected out of bounds by a very active Ja'Kai Howard as Auburn has opened up a 15-point advantage, 33-18. 5:42 to go in the first half of play. State ball out of bounds in the backcourt. Jones will trigger against the Auburn pressure, and he lobs it to Murphy. Right back to Hubbard, who'll bring the ball up the floor. And Hubbard walks it across midcourt, now 20 on the shot clock. Hubbard working against Ja'Kai. Right wing, Murphy. Top of the circle, Matthews. Left wing, Jones. Jones out to the top for Hubbard. Got a screen, open three, nobody was fouled. Ja'Kai's momentum carried him into Josh Hubbard. And Hubbard will go to the line to shoot three.
That's not a good matchup. I think all the coaching staff stood up when they came down in transition that time and they saw Ja'Kai on Hubbard.
Well, Ja'Kai was trying to get around a screen and was just a little too ambitious to get to Hubbard. And Hubbard goes to the line to shoot three. 84% for the Madison, Mississippi native in his sophomore season, making his 31st consecutive start, but he missed the first free throw.
He's an outstanding guard. The Tigers have got to know where he's at every time. That's one thing I think Denver Jones came in the game just a little bit a while ago to guard Hubbard.
Yeah.
But in transition, sometimes you don't. You have to match up with a guy in your area, and Ja'Kai just was unfortunate that he was on Hubbard.
Makes his second free throw. By the way, State now twice in this game has gone 3.5 minutes without a field goal, including this stretch right here. Cardwell in, and Turtle is out for Auburn.
Well, the Tigers are doing it just like they've done all year long. They're defending with great effort. They're scrapping really hard.
Hubbard makes the second or the third of three. He makes 2 of 3, let me put it that way. 5:24 to go. Chad Bacon-Mazzara in. Ja'Kai Howard is out for Auburn. Denver Jones will bring it up the floor to the right sideline. Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Back out to the top for Denver Jones. 20 to shoot for Auburn. Denver works against Hubbard at the top. Auburn leads it 33-20. Denver, a screen from Cheney. At the right wing, three ball. Denver missed it. He wanted to foul, he didn't get it. And here's State the other way. Murphy across midcourt for State to Jones. Jones picks up the dribble with Chad Bacon-Mazzara in his grill. Lobs it for Harris Jr. at the right wing. To the low post for Murphy against Dillon. 14 to shoot. Out to the top. Matthews against Cheney. Drives, dipped the shoulder. Cheney blocked it out of bounds.
He said, no, not here in my house. Take that somewhere else. What a block by Cheney Johnson.
Well, Matthews really dipped that shoulder. Cheney stayed right with it and blocked it. 7 to shoot for State.
Cheney
Auburn's
has
lead
such
13.
quick feet. He just gets off the floor quickly, and sometimes he looks unbalanced when he does. But
inbound deflected to Harris. Now Hubbard at the top. Free ball. Foul and a block against Denver Jones. Oh, geez. And Hubbard back to the line for three. One of the scouts opposing Hubbard is, he will throw his feet out on three-point shots. Denver got the ball, but may have gotten a little bit of the body as well. And Hubbard's free throw is good.
Yeah, that's he's going to take that shot. He hits it, but you just can't get too close. That's twice we've fouled three-point shots.
Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. Hubbard with the free throw. He's made 4 in a row after missing his first. He can cut the lead to 10 right here with 4:36 to go in the first half. Bruce Pearl really in the ear of one of the officials about that call on Denver Jones. And Hubbard knocks home all 3 of these free throws. Cuts the lead to 10.
It's going to give Mississippi State's going to go into their zone 1-3-1 set.
In the corner, Miles Kelly from CBM, right side. Goes baseline, pull up from 18, missed it short. Rebound Hubbard the other way for State. waits for numbers on the left wing. Hands the ball. Jones drives, puts it up. Cardwell blocked it out of bounds.
Tigers did a good job defensive transition in. They stopped the initial wave.
That's 8 blocks for Auburn in this first half of play. 8.
That's amazing.
Auburn's averaging 7 a game.
They have a mindset to really defend that basket.
And they're doing it for the most part without fouling, Randall.
They sure are. We've been fortunate. We get through this next 14 seconds for the last media before the halftime.
Inbound to Woko in the left corner, brings it to the wing, and now touches the ball out to Hubbard against Denver Jones, 13 to shoot. Matthews drives on Chad Baker. Left side of the lane, picks up the dribble. Ball deflected away. Underneath, shot is up, but Cardwell blocked it out of bounds off the hand of Nwoko. That's 9 blocks for Auburn in the first half.
Absolutely unbelievable how good the Auburn Tigers help each other. When one player gets beat, another one is there to help pick up the pieces.
First half presented by Southern Union, conveniently located a few miles from Auburn. Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Auburn 33, Mississippi State 23. 4.3 seconds to go for State when we come back. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
New Auburn soccer head coach James Armstrong.
To be sat here as somebody that grew up in a small town in England, to have the honor and privilege to coach in America full stop, but at Auburn University. I'd love to say that that's sunk in, but it hasn't. And the fact that I was here 6 years ago, if you'd have told me, James, that you might one day have the opportunity to call yourself the head coach of Auburn University and Auburn soccer program, I wouldn't have believed it. None of that is possible without Coach Hopper, her friendship, guidance, mentorship, and it was an emotional day for the two of us.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Back at Neville Arena, we're 3 minutes and 56 seconds of game action away from Conecuh halftime. The other two matchup of top 25 teams in the SEC tonight are one-possession games with under 5 minutes to go until halftime in both of those locations at Rupp Arena and Coleman Coliseum. We'll update Ole Miss, Alabama. We'll update Kentucky, Texas A&M, other top 25 scores outside the SEC. We'll take a look around Auburn athletics, give you all the pertinent statistical data from the first 20 minutes, all coming up on Conecuh halftime. 3:56 worth of business to take care of here. Auburn on top, 33-23. Back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
Mr. Analytics, Brad Law. 33-23 Tigers. State ball, 4.3 on the shot clock. Will trigger baseline right. Hubbard against Cardwell. Lobs it, deflected, and there's a steal for Pettiford. Tahad straight up the floor. Lobs it right side, Miles Kelly. Low post, Chaney Johnson. Works against Nwoko. Spins, shoots, scores!
They just went right down. That's one thing the Tigers have figured out. If they score quickly in transition before Mississippi State sets their defense.
11 in the first half for Chad Baker-Mazara and Chaney Johnson. Auburn by 12, 35-23. Left corner on the wing, Harris. To Matthews in the key. Picks up his dribble. Matthews to the wing for Harris. To the free throw line. Backs it up. 19-footer didn't get it. Rebound tap that comes to Miles Kelly. Outlet to Pettiford. Chaney Johnson ahead. Chad Baker-Mazara ahead. Oh! Circus shot with the left hand. Chad Baker-Mazara.
That's a true dipsy-do. Lay it in right smooth by CBD.
Oh, my goodness. Auburn by 14, 37-23. Matthews at the top. Harris, left wing for Jones. Jones, crossover dribble, brings it top of the circle against Miles Kelly. Now down the left side of the lane to the hole. Scoop shot good.
Kind of lost containment then. We got to stay between the man, the ball, and the basket.
37-25 Auburn, 2:40 to go in the first half. Auburn shooting 56% from the field. Pettiford works out at the top against Hubbard. Chad Baker-Mazzara picked up by Jones in the man. Underneath Cardwell. Baseline. Cheney. Double hand slammer.
Team basketball touched it one side of the floor to the other. Looking for the open guy. We found Cheney Johnson streaking to the basket. What a slam dunk.
To the feet here at Neville Arena. Auburn by 14, 39-25. Hubbard to the hole, put it up, and he got fouled by Cardwell. Now Hubbard was just bound and determined to get that one to the rim, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 more. First foul, that should be a note. That's the first foul on Auburn's interior duo of Cheney Johnson and Dylan Cardwell, and it comes at the 2:09 mark of the first half.
Did an outstanding job for 18 minutes here. We need to go ahead and close it out in this first half out without getting those 2 guys deep in foul trouble.
Free throw by Hubbard is good. The fact that he missed his first of the night is an anomaly. He's made 6 in a row since.
Well, that's one thing that you always tell players when they're struggling a little bit with their perimeter jump shot. Drive the ball, get to the free throw line, see the ball go through the rim, and that'll open up the perimeter game. And we got to be careful with Hubbard because he's explosive.
And he knocks on both of the free throws, trims Auburn's lead to 12 with 2:09 to go in the first half. 39-27 Auburn. Up the floor on the left-hand dribble across midcourt. Pettiford lobs it out of the double team for Cheney Johnson to Pettiford. 18 to shoot for Auburn. Tahad on the right-hand dribble near the right sideline. Now to Chad Baker-Mazzara between the circles against Matthews. CBM on the left-hand dribble, blows past him, goes baseline, fade away from 8. Good.
He is just a shot maker. What a play on that baseline.
They get back. Auburn breaks it up. It's knocked out of bounds by Cardwell. They were trying to set up Murphy on a post pattern, and DC got back to knock it out of bounds.
Pretty fast-paced game that last 2 possessions. That's some speed, high-level hoops right here.
Out of bounds baseline right, Mississippi State. Hubbard will trigger against Dylan Cardwell. That's 5'10 against 6'10. Inbound into the top for Murphy. Hands on the wing for Harris. Near the right corner. Back to the wing for Murphy, right side. 1 dribble now 2. Works on Chad Baker-Mazzara. Ball knocked away from behind. Ball deflected, and it's stolen. Miles Kelly with a breakaway to the hole, and he lost it, but he was fouled. Matthews got him. Miles goes flying into the crowd. Joe Dalton appears to be okay. Miles Kelly will go to the line to shoot 2 for Auburn.
Joe made a good catch for Miles
Sure
that time. It kind of saved him from hitting the floor, but what defense. Just scrappy, active hands by the Auburn Tigers. And then Miles Kelly squirted through the pack, picked it up, was fixing to have a highlight slammer.
Instead, how about a highlight couple free throws here?
I think I feel pretty good when he's there.
Minute 23 to go in the first half. Kelly shooting 85% from the free throw line this season. And he'll get a couple here. Stops the clock. A minute 23 to go in the half. Auburn leads it by 14 points, 15 points. Josh Hubbard, Cam Matthews, a combined 0 of 10 from the field in this first half. Hubbard is 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Kelly knocks on both free throws.
Tigers going to stay with the same game. They're going to continue to press full court.
43-27 Auburn, biggest lead of the half for the Tigers. Inbound in the backcourt for Harris. To Hubbard, who'll bring the ball up the floor for Mississippi State. 1:17 on a counting clock in the first. Auburn 43, Mississippi State 27. Hubbard to Matthews against Cheney Johnson inside the arc right side. 11 to shoot for State. Matthews picks up the dribble, right side of the key. Hubbard goes down, throws it in the corner, safe. That's a steal. Chat for Pettiford. On the break for Auburn. Pettiford waits for numbers. 52 seconds in the first half. Auburn by 16 points. Shot clock at 20.
That shows the maturation of Tahad Pettiford, pulling that ball out instead of forcing the issue this last minute.
Chad Baker-Mazzara, a screen from Cardwell, double teamed, and the ball tipped out of bounds, I believe, by Matthews. 10 to shoot for Auburn. Down the left sideline for the Tigers. This 16-point lead, the biggest lead for either team in the first half. And Bruce Pearl and the crew would like a chance to talk about this 10-second shot clock here with 38.6 seconds to go in the first half of play. Auburn's 9 blocks in the first half ties a season high. Auburn had 9 against Georgia State. Auburn had 13 in the game against Ohio State. That's a season high for Auburn. And remember, Auburn is doing this tonight without the leading shot blocker in the Southeastern Conference, who also leads Auburn in scoring, rebounding, and assist in Janai Broome. And Auburn has scored 43 points in the first half against Mississippi State. Goodness.
They've really played well. There's really going to be 2 possessions left. Auburn will have it with 1 possession and then have to defend on the second. Need to win this 50-50 play right
Cardwell, Chaney Johnson, Miles Kelly, Chad Baker-Mazara, Jahad Pettiford for Auburn. Hubbard, Harris, Murphy, Jones, and Matthews for State. Inbound Cardwell, right back to Pettiford. Right wing, inside the arc, drives to the hole, put it up, it was blocked. And here is Matthews the other way for State. Rather, Murphy the other way for State. 2 Matthews on the right wing. Game clock, shot clock about 3 seconds apart. Hubbard at the right wing, 20 to shoot for State. Matthews on the wing, inside the arc, drives on Chaney. Fakes twice, goes up, he didn't get it. Rebound, fought for it, State has it. Murphy up, whistle. Walk against State. Auburn ball with 12 seconds, 12.1 to be exact in the half. Chris Jans upset with his team on that one.
Well, that was unbelievable defense by the Tigers. They played really outstanding. They played strong. They had second help, second effort plays.
State will go to the bench. Hubbard comes out. They add a lot more size with Melendez, who's 6'7", replacing the 5'11" Hubbard. Full length of the floor to go for Auburn, 12 seconds.
I think they're going to show zone here on this last possession, but the Tigers could score right here. What a half it would be to go into.
Pettiford, Chad Baker, Pettiford, 4 at the top. Wide open 3, CB&S grades it! And the first half comes to a close.
With a rainbow logo 3 at the end of the half by CB&S. Unbelievable half for the Tigers.
18 points in the first half for Chad Baker-Mazara. And Auburn goes to the locker room leading by 19 against Mississippi State. Auburn 46, Mississippi State 27. Time now for Kanaka halftime. And here's Bradford T. Law.
Throw a couple of extra Kaneka dogs on the grill after that first half because the Auburn Tigers were sizzling. 58% shooting, 2 in double figures, and Auburn allowed just 1 field goal over the last 8+ minutes of the first half. That was after not allowing any points for the first 3.5 minutes of the game. So Auburn up 19 at the break. What a start for this team, the number 1 team in the country. Let's start with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard and the other 2 games in the SEC that are going on right now. They are tight. They are much tighter than it is here. Rupp Arena, Lexington. It's Texas A&M, the 11th-ranked Aggies, on top of Kentucky, 31-27. Texas A&M's just hit a 3 to make it a 4-point game rather than a 1-point game. A&M without its leading scorer, Wade Taylor IV, and they are getting balanced scoring all the way around. It is Zurich Phelps who has been filling in for Taylor, and he's leading the Aggies in scoring. He's got 10 points and 5 rebounds to this point in the game. Neither team shooting particularly well, sort of a defensive struggle, and it's Texas A&M with the lead. Under 2 minutes to go now until halftime at Rupp Arena. Texas A&M 31, Kentucky 27. Also on the Yellowwood scoreboard in Tuscaloosa, it's a 1-possession game. Number 4 Alabama leads Ole Miss 33-30. Crimson Tide are shooting 50%, but they've turned it over 10 times. They've also outshot Ole Miss in free throws by 10 in the game. Alabama 10 of 13 at the line. Ole Miss just 2 of 3 at the foul line. Rebels getting it done on just more shot attempts. They have taken 16 more shots than Alabama, and that's why they were able to stay close. It's a 3-point game in Tuscaloosa. Alabama on top of Ole Miss, 33-30. Outside of the SEC, games in progress now in the top 25. In the Big East, DePaul with the lead over 7th-ranked Marquette up in Chicago, 40-39. DePaul looking for its first Big East win of the season. Marquette is unbeaten in Big East action. It's the Blue Demons with a lead, 40-39 at the break in the Windy City. It is not close at all in Bloomington. Wow, 19th ranked Illinois bouncing back just fine from their upset loss to USC last time out. The Illini are shellacking Indiana in Bloomington 60-32. It's halftime at Indiana, and Illinois leads 60-32. Still to come tonight in the SEC, it'll be 5th-ranked Florida at home against Missouri, LSU at home against Arkansas. Either the Tigers or the Razorbacks will pick up their first conference win of the year. And top 25 games that are coming up later tonight. 3rd-ranked Duke hosting Miami. Duke, the only unbeaten team in the ACC. In the Big Ten, it's number 24 Wisconsin hosting Ohio State tonight. And then at 10 o'clock Central, the latest game on the schedule, Arizona at home against number 25 Baylor. The Wildcats, soon to be ranked, they are 4-0 to start Big 12 play. An absolutely blistering start for the Tigers tonight. Auburn on top of Mississippi State in this top 15 clash, 46-27 here at Conecuh halftime. We'll take a look around Auburn athletics when we return to Neville Arena. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
The shot across midcourt. Auburn's going to dribble away. Count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Auburn Tigers are SEC Tournament champions.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big War Eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoTigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
Welcome back to Conecuh halftime at Neville Arena. Top-ranked Auburn leading number 15 Mississippi State 46-27. Really impressive first half. Auburn's best shooting half so far this season at better than 58%. This look around Auburn athletics is presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Auburn swimming, celebrating another SEC Freshman of the Week honor. Warner Russ this time, native of Jackson, Mississippi. He was a key part of the Tigers' pair of wins over Georgia Tech and South Carolina over the past week. On Tuesday in Atlanta, Warner dialed up a third-place effort in the 200 free. 4 days later, in Auburn's first home duel of the season against South Carolina, Warner Russ picked up the pace and in the 200 free and scored second in the 200 IM. So strong performance by Warner Russ, and to show the potential of the program and the growth of the program, it's the second such honor for the Auburn program. Fellow freshman Ethan Swart won Diver of the Week after sweeping the 1 meter and 3 meter events at North Carolina earlier this year. Auburn's back in the pool this Friday against Kentucky at 11 o'clock Friday morning, and then they will return to the Plains next Friday, January 24th, for the meet against Alabama on Senior Day. Check out more at auburntigers.com. Auburn women's basketball back at home 48 hours from now. Women at home against Texas here at Neville Arena. That's a 6 o'clock start Thursday night. Our next broadcast on the Auburn Sports Network is also Thursday at 6, and we will originate from Neville Arena with Tiger Talk Thursday night as the women tip off against Texas. So be sure to check out Tiger Talk all over the network. That's a look around Auburn athletics. Auburn up big on Mississippi State, 46-27 here at Conecuh halftime. Numbers from the first half are coming up. First, though, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. It is a 19-point Auburn lead, 46-27 over Mississippi State. Conecuh halftime continues in a moment.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Montgomery is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Montgomery. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
Pettiford, Chad Baker, Pettiford, 4 at the top. Wide open 3, CB&S drains it! And the first half comes to a close.
With a rainbow logo 3 at the end of the half by CB&S. Unbelievable half for the Tigers.
18 points in the first half for Chad Baker-Mazzara.
And the punctuation mark there as the horn sounded. Auburn leads by 19. Top-ranked Tigers on top of number 15 Mississippi State, 46-27 here at Conecuh halftime. Halftime numbers are brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Season high shooting percentage for Auburn, 58.6. Tigers were 17 of 29 from the floor, 7 of 13 from deep, nearly 54%, and Auburn was 5 of 6 at the free throw line. Mississippi State held to 29% shooting, 9 of 31. They made only 1 field goal over the last 8+ minutes of the first half of play. And to illustrate this, Auburn has done a great job of keying in on the other team's best shooters and best scoring options this year. Cam Matthews, Josh Hubbard, and Michael Nwoko combined to go 0 for 13 from the floor in the first half. That is an effective defensive scouting report and execution. Bulldogs were 9 of 31 from the floor, 1 of 11 from long range. 8 of Mississippi State's 27 points, 30% of their points came at the free throw line. They were 8 of 10. 7 of those came from Hubbard, who was 7 of 8 at the free throw line. Mississippi State had the edge on the glass, 20-15, including 11 offensive rebounds, and they turned those into 11 points. That's also another reason this game isn't wildly out of hand at this point. Individually, leading scorer for Mississippi State is Josh Hubbard with 7 points, all at the foul line. Sean Jones Jr. off the bench got 6. Their bench outscored Auburn's bench 11-3 in the first half, incidentally. But Most of the scoring and effectively from Auburn starters. Chad Baker-Mazara 18 points, 7 of 8 shooting, 3 of 4 from deep, and 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Chaney Johnson added 13 points, 4 blocks, and 3 rebounds. Miles Kelly with 5 points, 7 rebounds in the first half. 5 points for Denver Jones and 2 steals. 3 points for Tahad Pettiford. He also led the way with 3 steals and 2 assists. And then rounding out the scoring for the Tigers, Dylan Cardwell had 2 points on a thunderous dunk from the left baseline. It all adds up to a 19-point lead for the number 1 team in the country. Once again, your score at the half, Auburn 46, Mississippi State 27.
You've been listening to Conecuh Halftime. Conecuh is the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Get one on your next visit to Neville Arena or make Conecuh part of your game day wherever you are. The second half is 2 minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse, famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for a big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjordan Parkway and Wire Road.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
For 60 years, Four Seasons Federal Credit Union has been your trusted partner in financial services. With our awesome products and services, competitive rates, and lower fees, we've helped countless members achieve their financial goals. Join us so we can help you. Accounts federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Some restrictions apply. Ask for more details.
Achilles tendonitis is often as painful as it sounds. The Orthopedic Clinic is here to help get you back on your feet without pain or stiffness. Whether caused by overuse or degeneration, Achilles tendonitis can be treated, usually without surgery. But the road to recovery isn't short, so get started right away at the Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
About to start the second half at Neville Arena. Auburn 46, Mississippi State 27. 58.6% shooting in the first half for Auburn. Its best in a first half this season. And Auburn's largest SEC halftime lead of this season. By the way, the end of the South Carolina game, the last 5:18, and the first 3.5 minutes tonight of this one, the opponent, Carolina, Mississippi State, didn't score. And then the final 8:20, or the final 8 minutes of the first half, State only had 1 field goal.
Well,
with or without Janai Broom, this team can play a little bit of defense.
It's unbelievable how it appears when you see the other team actually feel the length and the quickness and the activity of the hands of the Auburn Tigers defensively.
State ball to open the second half. Auburn by 19 points. Hubbard at the top for Claudell Harris Jr. Goes right wing, picked up by Cardwell. There's a switch and a steal. A steal by Miles, and then Auburn turns it right over the other way. Murphy starts the second half for State on the low post. He has it out on the right wing. Gets it to the top for Matthews. Murphy starts instead of Nwoko on the low post. Matthews to Murphy, low post against Miles, and he scores.
Got a little bit of a mismatch, but when Miles Kelly got switched off on him, just giving him way too much, 6'10" versus 6'5".
46-29 Auburn, 19-18 to go in the second half of play. Denver Jones in the center circle against Hubbard. Denver gets a screen from Cardwell off the right wing, lobs it to Cardwell, a little too high for Dillon, but he was fouled en route to the basket. And Dillon, slow to get up, will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Tigers.
He was way above that rim, and he kind of got, not necessarily undercut, but he got bumped while he was airborne.
Melendez is called for his second foul of the ball game, his first of the second half. And Dillon's up. And I guess that was not on a shot, so Auburn will have it out of bounds. That may be a break for Auburn because Dillon's shooting 28% from the stripe this year.
Yeah, I think it's off the pass.
Inbound comes to Chad Baker-Mazar. Picked up aggressively by Melendez. Shoots a 3 over him. Missed it. Rebound tapped out. It comes to Melendez. Ahead to Harris. Drives to the hole. Put it up. Tried to block or tried to dunk it. It was blocked by Cardwell. They both go to the floor hard. Or excuse me, was that? That wasn't. That was number 10, Chad Baker-Mazar, that blocked that one.
Yes.
Dillon's just walking to the other end of the floor.
The length of the Tigers, he just got such long arms, and he just exploded for that block.
That's the 11th block of the night for Auburn. 46-29, Tigers, 18:58 second half, state ball. They flatten it out on the baseline. Hubbard will trigger baseline right. Inbound into the corner for Matthews, to Hubbard on the wing. Thought about a 3, now brings it top of the circle against Miles Kelly. Hubbard gets a screen. 3-ball right wing, missed it. Weak side rebound, Chaney Johnson for Auburn. Outlet for Denver Jones up the floor for the Tigers. Auburn by 17 points, 46-29. Just the start of things in the second half, 18:37 to go. Jones leaves for Chaney. Right wing, Chad Baker-Mazara. Gets a step, goes baseline against Harris. Picked up now by Matthews. Now picked up in a double team with Harris. Ball deflected, it goes out of bounds off of State. Chad Baker thought he was fouled about 35 times in the right corner.
Now they're kind of exchanging pleasantries right now.
Recipes, Randall. Recipes for banana bread.
Yeah, maybe they were just making sure the court was...
They were wanting to know if you put raisins in your banana bread.
Yeah,
I say yay.
It looks like they kind of got along, but there's a little bit of talking and chippiness going on between those both teams.
Auburn out of bounds, baseline right, 6 to shoot for the Tigers. It was between Murphy and Chad Baker-Mazar, I believe. And now Chaney Johnson will trigger near the right corner for Auburn. Lobs it for Chad Baker against Melendez. Underneath, Cardwell. Dillon turns. Underneath, goes up, and a jump ball. Auburn will have it. And that's a bad break for Auburn because that gives Auburn 1.9 seconds now to shoot.
Yeah, even though we won the possession of the alternate possession of the tie-up.
Got to be a quick shot here for Auburn.
It'll be something at the rim.
Chad Baker will trigger baseline left. Cardwell and Chaney Johnson underneath. Lob it, Cardwell. One dribble up, didn't get it. And the rebound, a foul, Chad Baker-Mazara.
Actually made an outstanding attempt to it. Dillon got it up on the rim in time, but Chad Baker ended up fouling on that.
Fouled Cameron Matthews, his first or second foul of the game. First foul for Auburn in the half. 18-15 in the second half. Auburn leads Mississippi State 46-29. Tigers haven't scored in the second half yet. Hubbard, between the legs dribble. Left-hand dribble, brings it top of the circle. Picks up the dribble, guarded by Miles Kelly. Bounce pass left wing for Matthews against Chaney Johnson. Down to the baseline, ball kicked and out of bounds off of State. They were trying to set up Claudell Harris Jr.
I think both teams, both defenses have been so good this start of this second half. Neither team has really got a clean shot.
Denver Jones walks it across midcourt on the right-hand dribble. Between the circles, Chaney Johnson off the left wing outside the arc, hits Cardwell to Denver, shot clock at 15. Lobs at low post, and Chaney Johnson is fouled, I think, by Murphy. I think number 3 will pick up the foul.
Yeah, the Tigers went back to their initial flex cut offense where they send Chaney Johnson off of a baseline screen, curl him right up underneath the basket, and when Harris switched off, there's just too much size difference, and Chaney wins that match.
Harris was called for the foul, his first. Inbound in the right corner, Chad Baker. On the wing, Denver Jones. At the top, Dylan Cardwell. Back to Denver. Right side of the circle, 14 to shoot. Low post, Dylan. Goes up for the left-hand dunk and was fouled by Murphy, and Dylan will go to the line to shoot a couple. That would have been a thunderous, momentous dunk because Dylan was a long way off from the basket when he started that dunk attempt. with the left hand, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Would have been very emphatic, that's for sure.
Yes. Couple free throws for Dillon. First is good. 3 points on the night for Dylan Cardwell. A rebound and a couple blocks. Second free throw. Missed it. And the rebound pulled in by Harris. Up the floor, Matthews for State. Pulls it back out at the top of the circle. Auburn 47, Mississippi State 29. 17-23 in the second. Matthews, right wing, Hubbard 3-ball. Didn't get it. Rebound, Chaney Johnson for Auburn. Dribbles out of traffic, ahead to Chad Baker-Mazzara. Right wing, spins, splits a double team. Hangs, goes up, it was blocked by Murphy. He rebounded the ball, Murphy lost it. And it comes to Matthews. State the other way with numbers. Left wing, Hubbard. Goes baseline. Bumped on the baseline by Chaney Johnson. And a foul on Chaney. Play a little bit ragged here to start the second half.
Yeah, it's not very smooth on either end.
First foul on Chaney. State ball out of bounds. State with 3 fouls, Auburn with 2. Hubbard will trigger. Baseline left, 21 to shoot. State has outscored Auburn 2-1 to open the second half. Tigers lead by 18. Hubbard lobs it out to the top for Claudell Harris Jr. Gets a screen down the left side against Ja'Kai Howard. Puts it up and scores. Harris with 7 points in the ballgame. Left wing 3, Miles Kelly. Good.
I think that's what the Tigers have got to get back to doing. Scoring, transition, get the ball down and get the ball up on the glass and use the speed game against Mississippi State, just what Miles Kelly did then.
Back to a 19-point lead for Auburn on Miles' second 3 of the night. That gives him 223 in his college career. 39 this season for the Tigers. 50-31 Auburn. Melendez will trigger down the left sideline. 22 to shoot. Inbound Harris, or rather Matthews, on a reach-in on Chaney Johnson. I think they're calling this second half a little closer than the first. Wouldn't you agree?
They are.
That's 2 fouls on Chaney quickly.
Seemed like a long way from the basket, but around the basket, they're just letting everything go.
There were 10 fouls in the first half. There's already 6 here in the second. We're not even 4 minutes deep. Hubbard, Matthews outside the arc, right wing. Hands to Harris. Picked up by Miles Kelly. 6 to shoot. Harris, 3-ball. No. Rebound underneath Melendez. Up. And a goaltend against Ja'Kai. So Melendez gets the bucket. 6 points for R.J. Melendez. Here's your 5 for Auburn. Denver Jones, Miles Kelly, Ja'Kai Howard, Chaney Johnson, and Dylan Cardwell. Denver drifts off the left wing. 20 to shoot. Further down the left side for Chaney Johnson. Bump, shoot, scores.
They ran everything, tried to go straight to the block for Chaney Johnson. Got him on a post up.
Melendez beat Auburn down the floor. Ja'Kai Howard fouled him, and Melendez will go to the line for 2. Second foul on Ja'Kai. Auburn just didn't get back quick enough. And we have our first time out of the second half. 15:56 to go in the second. Auburn 52, Mississippi State 33. For every Auburn three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Coach Pearl's Outlive Cancer Initiative, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment center. 8 threes already tonight for Auburn. Tigers lead at 52-33 as Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
It's 3 a.m. You could be ordering Whataburger, but you're not. You're staring at the ceiling thinking about that one time in 2003 when you told the whole class that your dad was personal friends with George Washington and that he sends you Christmas presents. Wouldn't you rather be eating a honey butter chicken biscuit? Crispy chicken drizzled with sweet honey butter sauce, all wrapped up with a fresh biscuit. And it's available at Whataburger, 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Think about breakfast, not George Washington. What a burger.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. And right now, you're going to pay for groceries. But you decide what groceries. Just keep in mind you're running out of dishwashing soap. But you decide if you're going to buy that soap. Just those dishes won't clean themselves, will they? Remember, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company in affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Chick-fil-A is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
15:56 to go in the second half. Auburn 52, Mississippi State 33. They're calling this second half a little bit closer. I'm not talking about the foul by Ja'Kai that took us to the timeout break. There was no question about that. But and Brad Law passed this along to me. There were 10 total fouls in the first half. We already have 7 here in the second half in the first 4 minutes and 4 seconds.
Well, with this big lead at 52-33, it's hard to understand that Mississippi State's winning on the glass 25-17.
Yeah.
Offensive rebounding, out offensive rebounding 13-4 against the Tigers. The bench points is 13-2. Points in the paint's 22-18. But the thing that the Tigers are doing that Mississippi State's not doing, the Tigers are 8 for 15 from the three-point line.
And State is 1 of 14.
Yes. That's a big difference. But our defense has got to sustain. Right now we just don't want to let a quick run, let Hubbard get started and really, fill a basket up, him or Harris, either one.
Melendez shoots 82% from the stripe and makes his first of the night. Began his career at Illinois, transferred to Georgia, and now into Starkville. 36 career double-figure scoring games for Melendez, who knocks home both free throws. And he has 8 points on the night. Auburn's lead trimmed to 52-35.
Just
Auburn
surprises with 2-2-1 press.
And Auburn breaks it. Howard to the corner. Miles Kelly right side. Brings it to the wing. Left-hand pass out to the top forward to Hod Pettiford. Shot clock at 16. Auburn by 17 points. Pettiford. Left wing Miles. At the top, Chaney Johnson. Right wing, Ja'Kai Howard. 6 to shoot. Howard triple teamed and dribbles the ball out of bounds.
Just so aggressive. He wants it so bad. And instead of letting the game come to him, he's trying to go get it. And he tries so hard, it just ended up backfiring on him that time.
Cam Matthews will bring the ball up the floor. Grad student out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. Top of the circle against Chaney Johnson. Down the right side of the lane. Spins just shy of the lane, right side. Picks up his dribble. Hands to Hubbard inside the arc. Now into the corner for Melendez. Shot clock at 9. Melendez, low post, Hubbard. Up the glass, missed it. May have been blocked. Here's Auburn the other way. Miles Kelly. Pettiford may have gotten to that one. Miles straight away free from the logo, didn't get it. Rebound tapped. Melendez runs it down on the baseline for State. Up the floor to Matthews. One-on-one against Miles Kelly. Cuts him off on the baseline. Into the corner left side for Melendez. Melendez pulls it out onto the wing. Top of the circle for Murphy. Murphy on the right-hand dribble. Drives on Cardwell, who blocked it out of bounds, but a foul is called against Dillon. I think he got him with the body. And Dylan Cardwell picks up his second foul.
There's one thing about Dillon, he's going to make you earn your baskets.
You're right.
You're around that basket. He's not going to let you get an easy layup. And that time, looked like both players were airborne when he fouled, but it was an outstanding block.
Keyshawn Murphy, redshirt junior out of Ramsey High School in Birmingham at the line. First free throw is short. Hit the iron and bounced out. 6'10" redshirt junior. Good-looking athlete for Mississippi State. Melendez out of the lineup for State. And Sean Jones Jr. came off the bench for 6 points in the first half, is in for State. Nwoko will come in if Murphy makes his free throw. He didn't. And the rebound pulled in by Chaney Johnson. 52-35 Auburn, 14:37 to go in the second half. Pettiford walks it across midcourt in the center circle. Crossover dribble down the left side. Ball deflected out on the wing, on the sideline for Pettiford. Shot clock at 13. Tahad around Jones to the basket. Whistle, foul. I think this will go against Sean Jones Jr., a junior from Houston, Texas.
Yeah, I think so too. He's a really nice looking athlete. He's got long, got quick hands.
Murphy out, Nwoko in for State. Cheney will trigger baseline left into the corner for Howard. Wing at the top. It's Cardwell from Pettiford right back to Tahad with 14 to shoot. On the wing, Miles Kelly. Low post, Cheney Johnson. Skip pass, Howard, wide open three, right wing, long.
Had a good look then. He was in rhythm. He just missed the shot.
Matthews, the other end of the floor for State to Jones. Down the right side of the lane, Jones to the baseline for Nwoko. Underneath, shot is up, it's good for Claudell Harris.
Harris is a very active player. He's always moving. He's hard to guard. That time he slashed to the basket, got a retrieval pass and laid it in.
Auburn's lead trimmed to 15 points, 13-41, and counting in the second half. Pettiford down the right side, Cheney Johnson, 12-footer in the air. It's good.
He just continues to help us carry us offensively on the front line, scoring at the basket and on the perimeter.
Cheney with 17 points on the night, 54-37 Tigers. Nwoko out at the top, 22 feet away from the basket. To the wing for Matthews and a three. Missed it. Rebound, Miles Kelly. That's a season-high 10 rebounds for Miles.
He's the Windex man tonight. Miles Kelly's been all over the defensive glass.
Miles to Pettiford near the center circle. 19 to shoot for Auburn, under 13 minutes to go in the second half. Auburn by 17. Miles, one-on-one against Harris. Down the left side of the lane. Hangs, goes up, block, got it back. Goes up from 8. Good.
One touch, hard shot, got it one block, picked his own ball up and put it right back in the basket, about 6-foot jumper on the baseline.
There's a steal. Pettiford to the basket. Right hand window slammer.
Up and away, about to Hod Pettiford.
State ball the other way. Harris for three, didn't get it. Rebound mid lane for Matthews, and he's fouled by Miles. Kelly picks up his second foul. Was that a windmill or was that a cradle dunk? I think that was a cradle dunk.
I think the fellas would call it. He throttled it down, that's for sure.
Yes, it did. 58-37, Auburn, biggest lead of the night for the Tigers at 21 points. Cardwell walks off the floor a little bit gimpy. All right, we'll keep an eye on that as he goes to the bench. Maybe a cramp in the right leg. State ball, Auburn by 21 points. Warren now running the point for State. Bounce pass for Nwoko at the top. Nwoko faces the basket now. Wants to get rid of it, does to Warren. Picked up, Howard stays with him. Down the lane, Harris up for a shot, whistle foul against Miles. That's his third, I think. If it's Miles, it is his third foul.
It's an outstanding defensive effort by the Tigers, but the thing they bailed Mississippi State out in is fouling right at 2 seconds to go on the shot clock.
And Claudell Harris Jr., 74% from the stripe, gets a couple. 58-37 Auburn, 12-10 in the second. First free throw is good by Harris. Father Claudell Claudell Sr., that is, played at Southeastern Louisiana. He's had multiple threes in 9 straight games. He has a three tonight. Knocks home both of the free throws. 58-39, Tigers on top. 12 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the second half of play. Cross midcourt. Pettiford had a step for a moment. Now drives off the right side. Warren, pull-up jumper off the glass. It's good.
Unbelievable play. Tahad Pettiford continues to get better and better. Used his weak hand that time. Just a nice little kiss off the glass.
Warren lobs it to the top of the circle for Nwoko. Down the right side of the lane. Throws it up there, didn't get it. Rebound, Cheney Johnson for Auburn. Starts the break. Throws it into the left corner for Ja'Kai Howard. Goes baseline. Howard through the lane along the baseline, and he was fouled on the drive, and we have a timeout. 11:31 to go in the second. Auburn 60, Mississippi State 39. Tonight's top 15 matchup against Mississippi State presented by the City of Opelika. Looking for pregame activities? Check out OpelikaUnforgettable.com for stay and play options. Great hotels, unique restaurants, breweries, a distillery, tons of shopping options, and don't forget a visit to Opelika's historic downtown entertainment district. Pregame in Opelika and War Eagle. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful. Hi, this is Matayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. Because the spice comes in at just the right moment. Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Back at Neville Arena, Brad Laws, we update the Yellowwood scoreboard. Kentucky against this Mississippi State team wore them down in the second half in Starkville. Wildcats look like they could do that to a lot of teams this year. They're trying to do it to Texas A&M at Rupp Arena. Kentucky has opened up a 9-point lead just 3 minutes deep in the second half. Kentucky 43, Texas A&M 34. Meanwhile, in Tuscaloosa, Ole Miss has outscored Alabama over the first 7.5 minutes of the second half. Rebels have claimed the lead 46-42 over the fourth-ranked Crimson Tide in another ranked-on-ranked matchups. 3 matchups in the SEC all going on right now. One ranked team against another. Here, number 1 Auburn on top of Mississippi State, 60-39. 11:31 to go in the ballgame. That's a Yellowwood update. Andy Burcham, back to you.
There were 3 teams after 3 games in the SEC undefeated in league play. Auburn, Ole Miss, and Alabama. There will be at most 2 after tonight because Alabama and Ole Miss are playing each other in Tuscaloosa. Right now, the other undefeated team in the league, Auburn, has a 60-39 lead on State.
Well, it's time to segment the game right now. We got to get to the 8-minute media. It's only been 14-12 in the second half. Tigers are up 2 the second half scoring. So.
Pettiford off the inbound. Free throw line down the lane to the hole. Left-hand shot good.
Easy peasy for him. Let him go left. Let him go to that strong hand. He is outstanding at finishing at the rim.
23-point lead for Auburn, 62-39 and 11:15 in the second half of play. Warren, top of the circle. Jones, left wing. Melendez. Picked up by Ja'Kai. Melendez down the right side of the lane. Off the glass, missed it. Rebound, Chaney Johnson for Auburn. 2 to Todd Pettiford. Auburn looks to break. Todd across midcourt. Between the leg dribble, switches to the right. Behind the back dribble, between the legs dribble. An Auburn player goes out of bounds. That is Chris Moore. Pettiford just stop and pop 3. Good.
He's going to take this thing over. He is just absolutely commands a presence with the basketball and can really finish at the rim. And as you saw there, the 3-point line.
Nwoko, a whistle and a block on Pettiford. If I'm not mistaken, Pettiford now is double digits in every SEC game in his Auburn career. That's 4. Miles Kelly's 5th career double-double, his first for Auburn.
But he's also got 3 assists to go along with him.
Yeah.
And Miles Kelly has just been the mainstay tonight. 10 points, 10 rebounds. What a double-double from a swing player.
Absolutely. All right, Nwoko at the line, a 1 and bonus. That was Auburn's 8th foul. First of the night for Pettiford. And Nwoko's free throw missed, and the rebound, Chris Moore. Auburn 65, Mississippi State 39. We approach the midway mark of the second half. Pettiford in the center circle. Works on Warren. Behind the back dribble, gets a screen from Chaney Johnson. Gives it to Chaney. To the basket, ball stripped away. Here's State the other way. Melendez against Chris Moore. Into the corner, to the wing for Warren. Warren into the key. Picks up the dribble. Off the right side, Nwoko. Both baseline pass. Nwoko against Jakai, puts it in.
He really fought hard then. That was a good play by both players. Just one 6'10", other than about 6'6". The 6'10 is going to win out right at the goal.
65-41 Auburn, 9:56 in the second half of play. Free throw line, Chaney underneath Chris. Off the glass, got it.
That's a beautiful play. Mississippi State went to zone right quick. They went high and low, right to the high post and looked low immediately. Well executed.
67-41 Tigers. Hubbard back into the ball game, hits Matthews down the left side of the lane, working on Chaney. Matthews, baseline right, up with the left hand. A nice scoop shot that falls. His first field goal of the night.
He seems to have dribbled to pass more than he has to dribble to shoot.
67-43 Tigers, 9-12. Auburn will take trade baskets from here on out.
Certainly.
Moore at the point. Now to Pettiford. Shot clock at 12. Tahad takes a look at the shot clock. It's down to 7. Backs up against Hubbard. Down the right side of the lane to the hole. Didn't get it off the glass. Rebound pulled in by Nwoko. Ahead for Josh Hubbard. Down the left side for Matthews. Kicks it into the corner and throws it into the Mississippi State bench. And that is turnover number 12 against the Bulldogs. Next up on the Auburn Sports Network, Tiger Talk here at Neville Arena Thursday night during the Auburn women's game against Texas. We'll be joined by Bruce Pearl and Auburn men's tennis coach Bobby Reynolds. Tigers open their spring season on Friday. Down the lane, Jakai Howard reverse, up and under and in.
Just shows just to take the ball quickly to the basket and just, that's the best way to break a press is short, quick passes into the rim.
Hubbard to the basket, ball was blocked and a foul called against Auburn. It was a clean block, but I think Chaney got him with the body. That will be the third foul on Chaney. They've all come in the second half. And Auburn right now, friends, without Janai Broom tonight, is trying to run away from Mississippi State.
They're about 3.5 minutes away from doing so.
Hubbard at the line for 2 more. All of his points tonight from the free throw line, where he is 8 of 9 as that one falls through. Here comes Cardwell back in, replacing Chaney. Chaney Johnson getting his third Auburn start tonight, 17 points and 8 rebounds. A pretty good night's work so far. 8:34 to go in the second half. Hubbard again has now made 9 of his last 10 free throws, but that's all of his scoring tonight. 69-45 Tigers. State presses. In the backcourt, Pettiford races across midcourt, 21 to shoot. Picked up by Matthews right now. Pettiford, right wing, 3 ball over Matthews. Nope, it was long, and the rebound pulled in by Warren. State the other way with numbers. Warren to the hole. Nope, into the corner. 3 ball in the air by Hubbard. His first 3 ball, his first field goal of the night.
He's got to just really be careful, try to execute a little bit better. Offensively, maybe take a little bit better shot. Shot selection is really crucial in this next 3 minutes with 7:54 left.
And Auburn on top, 69-48. Jones, double team. Denver, right wing. Howard, 3. Nope. Long rebound, Hubbard for Mississippi State. He was named the Mississippi College Basketball Player of the Year last year. There's a 3 by Warren that's missed. Melendez gets the rebound and he's fouled. Either Howard or Pettiford. That takes us to a timeout break. State shooting free throws. When we come back, 7:33 to go. Auburn 69, Mississippi State 48. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit mindyatparadise.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccine. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
It's that time of year again, Auburn basketball. And as this year's team makes history, you can catch every second of the historic run at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. With 77 TVs, you won't miss a second of Auburn basketball while enjoying our famous wings, cold beer, and of course, gooey fries. And don't forget Tiger Talk on Thursdays throughout the season, live with Coach Bruce Pearl in-house discussing all things Auburn basketball. Located on 2353 Bent Creek Road off of Exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Cook's Pest Control presents Protect the Perimeter. Call Cook's Pest Control to guard your home and business from pests and termites.
Well, the perimeter game is one of the big differences in this one so far, with Auburn leading 69-48, 7:33 to go in the second half. Randall Dickey, Auburn 9 of 20 from the three line. Mississippi State, which came in shooting about 34% from three, is 2 of 18 from three.
The defense has been absolutely outstanding by the Tigers. They defended well. They've raced down in the transition offense. They've made open three-point shots. Mazzara got us off to a good start, but you can't say enough about what Miles Kelly has done on both ends of the court.
A double-double tonight for Miles. His first as an Auburn Tiger. Chad Baker-Mazzara scored 18 points in the first half, has not scored in the second.
One thing it won't go unnoticed as well as Chaney Johnson is 7 for 9 for the field for 17 points, 8 rebounds. He's 2 away from a double-double.
Good to have the jungle back tonight. I think they gave Ron Slay a surf ride up the jungle tonight.
Oh, they did.
Free throw by Melendez is good. Ron Slay, the former Tennessee star, on TV side tonight. Hopefully he's all right. I think he is.
Be a pretty big surf right there.
Yeah, it is. Second free throw missed by Melendez. Auburn gets the rebound.
They're going to go ahead and extend their defense. They're being down. Mississippi State being behind has got to pressure the ball. They need possessions, more possessions, so they got to press.
7:19 in the second. Auburn by 20. Pettiford blows past Matthews through the lane into the corner. Head fake, 3-ball, Denver short. Weak side rebound, Moore fouled from behind by Claudel Harris. Just the 6th foul against Mississippi State, so Auburn will have it out of bounds.
We see Chris Moore in there battling hard for that offensive rebound, drew the foul.
Auburn out of bounds, baseline right. Denver Jones will trigger. Chad Baker-Mazzara back in for Auburn. He has it in the corner to the wing for Pettiford. The screen, straightaway 3 to Hyde, in and out. And the rebound pulled in by Keyshawn Murphy. Ahead to Hubbard. Hubbard off the right wing, picked up by Dylan Cardwell, and a switch. Out to the top for Matthews. Down the lane, kicks it left wing. Melendez head fake at 3, penetrates, drives to the hole and scores. Melendez with 11. 69-51 Tigers. 6:42 in the second half. Auburn ball. Pettiford getting a ton of action at the point guard spot here in the second half. Spins off the left wing. Hubbard stays with it. Gets a screen, picks it up, gets the ball to Denver. Low post, Cardwell against Murphy. Faces the bucket, right-hand shot. It's good.
We needed that by Cardwell. The good execution of the high-low play off the horn set offense.
Howard somehow gets the ball to Matthews, now has it back. Hubbard, pull up 3-ball, yes.
They're in desperation mode now. They're going to try to really streak down, shoot a lot of threes.
15 on the night for Hubbard, 9 coming from the free throw line. 71-54 Tigers, 6 minutes to go in the second half. Pettiford to Chad Baker-Mazzara against Melendez. Gets a screen from Cardwell. In the key, 18-footer. Chad Baker didn't get it. Cardwell rebounds. Bumps against Murphy, spins baseline, up for the shot, nobody's fouled. And I think Matthews got him on the foul. That should send Dillon to the line, I hope, for 2.
I think that's right. Once Dillon retrieved the ball off the glass, he started to make his one-on-one move on the block, and Cameron Matthews came across the lane to double team him and fouled him.
All right, the foul was on the drive, and he's at the line, Dylan Cardwell, for a 1-and bonus. 5 points, 3 rebounds for Dylan Cardwell. 1 and bonus, first free throw, short. Hubbard gets the rebound for State. 71-54 Tigers. Hubbard inside the arc, out to the top, and he's fouled. Foul goes against Chad Baker-Mazzara, his third. And Hubbard at the line, there in the double bonus.
We get a last 4, 5, 6 minutes has been kind of free-flowing. The clock hadn't stopped a lot. The last 2 or 3 possessions, everything's kind of slowed to a crawl, which is in Mississippi State's favor.
Sure is.
To try to score without the clock moving.
Hubbard now 10 of 11 from the free throw line. He missed his first. Officially 63rd consecutive sellout tonight. Hubbard makes the second free throw. And Auburn's lead is trimmed to 15 points with 5:38 to go in the second half. Pettiford, Cardwell at the top, right back to Tahad. 18 to shoot, a curl by Denver. Lobs it to Cardwell, off the glass, he didn't get it. And the rebound to State, ahead to Hubbard. Wide open 3 ball, in and out. Rebound fought for. And this is against Auburn.
Chad Baker again, I think, on the push on the defensive rebound.
Nope, the foul was against Chaney Johnson. It's his 4th.
We don't need to miss him. We need to get through this 4-minute media without losing to him because of his defense and his rebounding.
And now Melendez gets a couple for State. With the way State has the potential of shooting the 3, this one's not over, friends. And Melendez's first free throw is good. Melendez now with 12 points, 8 coming in the second half. Pettiford is out for the Tigers. Chaney Johnson stays in with 4 fouls. Melendez's second free throw is good. We're down to a 13-point game, friends.
Mississippi State still applying full court pressure.
Denver Jones brings it forward, gets it across midcourt. Chaney Johnson drives to the hole, up from about 4, no rebound, jammed by Cardwell.
Flushed it back in right there, giving us an emotional play, but the biggest thing is the Tigers need to get back and go back to playing defense like they're used to doing.
Matthews on the right wing, foot on the 3-point line to Murphy. Out to the top for Hubbard. Stop and pop 3. In and out. Rebound jam. Boy, oh boy. He hung on the rim forever, did Murphy. Ooh. Back to a 13-point game, and Denver Jones is fouled by Melendez. And Melendez says something to the Auburn crowd. I wonder if the Auburn crowd said something first. Shouldn't matter. Denver Jones at the line to shoot a 1 and bonus for Auburn. (73-60) Auburn, 4:41 to go in the second half. And Bruce Pearl would like a timeout.
He's going to kind of regroup here. We've got to kind of gain our composure and get back to playing Auburn hoops.
The experts at Sensor Green with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation, offering total comfort care for your Tiger family in East Alabama and Huntsville. Visit sensorgreen.com. Carrier, turn to the experts. 4:41 to go. Auburn 73, Mississippi State 60. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
7 seconds. Inside Barber, wide open. Got it! He dropped it in with 4:43 to go. 78-77. Prince weaves his way up, throws up for a prayer. No! Tigers win! Tigers win! 78-77. Auburn wins!
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
The passion, the tradition.
competition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $389 a month for 39 months. Offer valid through February 3rd, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $36.88 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax tag registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Back at Neville Arena, Brad Law with an update of the Yellowwood scoreboard. The other two games, little bit of distance. Well, not as much as it was just a minute ago. Kentucky leads Texas A&M by double digits now. Wildcats over the Aggies at Rupp 54-43 with 11:15 to go in that matchup. Ole Miss leads Alabama by a couple of possessions with 8 minutes to go in Tuscaloosa. Rebels on top of the Crimson Tide 56-50. Huge disparity in field goal shooting in the second half of that game. That's allowed the Rebels to turn a 4-point halftime deficit into a 6-point lead. Still 8 minutes to go in that matchup. We'll keep you posted over the final 4:41 of our game, and then, of course, on the Regions Bank postgame show. That's a Yellowwood scoreboard. Andy Burcham, Coach Randall Dickey, back to you.
63rd consecutive sellout tonight, 9,121. We understand it's the largest student crowd at Auburn since the Georgia game back in 2022. One in bonus for Denver Jones. It's good.
They are stacked in here. This is a really big possession. The next 2 or 3 for the Auburn Tigers to get back and playing. You know, we've got a little bit of a trait. We get up in double digits, got the game in hand. We kind of go flat at Texas. We kind of gone flat tonight. This is why coaches call timeout to regroup. They'll go back to their full court. They'll get after it defensively and pick up their energy level.
Denver knocked home both free throws. Auburn 75, State 60. Warren to Hubbard. Hubbard against Denver Jones and to Cardwell. Left wing. Warren open for a 3-ball. Nope, weak side rebound to Denver. Auburn looks to break out. Denver, top of the circle, between the legs, dribble twice. To Cardwell. Dillon hands right back to Denver, and he's fouled by Warren. Foul that guy the rest of the night, and Auburn will be just fine.
That's for sure, but even more important than that, winning that defensive possession then, shutting Mississippi State out.
And don't you think Warren's in there to free up Hubbard to shoot the 3 on the wing right now?
There's no doubt. They're doing a really good job on Hubbard. We're double teaming him when he comes off the ball screen, which left Warren open on that shot there. But the biggest thing is you come down, Mississippi State's got to have the ball, so they're going to have to foul, stop the clock, and that gives us a chance to gain free throws going forward.
Denver makes his 3rd straight free throw. A career 87% free throw shooter for the senior out of Newmarket, Alabama. Second free throw. Good. It rattled in.
I thought they might take Chaney out this last 17 seconds, but they're going to leave him in.
77-60, Auburn. Matthews against Dillon, got a screen. Dillon got hit in the abdomen by Hubbard, who is also hurting with his right shoulder. And Matthews finished it at the rim. Now both guys got the worst end of that deal. And they're going to take a look. The officials tonight, Don Daly, Owen Short, Vladimir Voyard Tadal. And it is Daly and Short that go over to the replay monitors to take a look at that screen provided by Josh Hubbard on Dylan Cardwell. Now remember this, Hubbard's 5'11", Dillon is 6'11". Well, I'll tell you what, Hubbard was kind of pushed into Dillon.
Yeah, by Denver.
By Denver Jones. I'm not sure he could avoid Dylan Cardwell, to be honest. And I don't think there'll be anything out of this call other than Auburn gets the ball back, leading by 15 points with 4:08 to go.
Every possession is magnified in this last 4 minutes. At this level, a 15-point lead is not very big, so each possession is magnified. The Tigers need to get down, get something going to the basket, make Mississippi State foul, get to the free throw line, and then win going away. Mississippi State's got to, on the other hand, got to race down, try to get the ball up on the rim quickly from the three-point line, preferably, to try to cut into this lead.
Full length of the floor to go for Auburn. 4:08 remaining. Tigers by 15 points against State. The trigger, the inbound, almost to midcourt. Cardwell right back to Denver Jones. And Denver will bring it across midcourt. Time is on Auburn's side right now. 4 minutes to go. Denver turns the corner, backs up, 19-footer. Denver switch.
Just got to keep the ball in his hands.
79-62 Tigers. Matthews, backdoor, Melendez throws it right to Miles Kelly.
Defense wins big in any sport, keeping the other team from scoring, and the Tigers will back-to-back shutouts right there.
Denver, crossover, hits Miles Kelly, right wing, outside the arc, working on Warren, three.
Boom! Absolute dagger. What a night by Miles Kelly, an outstanding wing player. Double-figure points, double-figure rebounds, has been everywhere.
Back to a 20-point advantage for Auburn. 11 threes the last 3 games for Miles. 3-ball right side, Hubbard no. Weak side rebound, Melendez stripped out of it. Chad Bacon-Mazzara on the break. CBM lobs it. Cardwell, oh, baby!
Holy cow, Auburn Tigers in full court transition offense. One of the best teams in the country at getting down and throwing it up on the glass, and Cardwell can sure finish.
2:50 to go, Auburn by 22. 7-0 run by Auburn, shot is up, it's missed twice. Cardwell rebounds, outlet, Denver Jones.
This is what you'd like to see with a team closing out a game, continue to play hard defensively, but scoring with ease on the offensive end.
9th game with 10 threes this year for Auburn. Jones turns the corner, pulls it into the corner. Inside the arc, spins baseline, 3-ball, right side, no. Air ball, rebounded by Melendez. Melendez at the right wing, pops a 3 for State. It's short, rebound Miles, but he pushed off to get the rebound. And that's his 4th foul. Final media timeout. 2:14 to go. Auburn 84, Mississippi State 62. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. It's the official truck of your Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Welcome back to the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. I've seen a lot of basketball, and I can tell you that to stay on top, you got to adapt, stay focused, and innovate. That's what wins championships. That's how Ford F-150 and the Ford Super Duty stay at the top of the truck game. For 47 consecutive years, Ford F-Series has been America's #1 selling truck because they deliver what you need to win the day. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/go Tigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
10 3-pointers for Auburn tonight. 3 for Mississippi State. And Auburn leads State with 2:14 to go, 84-62. Along with Randall Dickey, Brad Law, I'm Andy Burcham. Next up for this basketball team, number one team in the land, goes and tries to do something that no one else has done this year. And that's win at Georgia. They're 8-0 at Stegman Coliseum this season. Pregame show at 11:30 Saturday morning, Central Time. Noon tip-off, Auburn and Georgia.
Mike's done an outstanding job coaching that team. I think they broke into the top 25 for the first time since 2011 or 12.
And they're in the midst of playing 4 straight games against top 25 teams when number one rolls into Athens this Saturday.
So it's going to be a matchup. Plus, when you get the oldest rivalry in the South going at it, it's not going to be any love lost between the Dogs and the Tigers.
My question is, how many Auburn witnesses will be in Athens this Saturday?
Almost as many as there will be Bulldogs, I got a feeling.
Keyshawn Murphy at the line for 2. First free throw is short.
Well, this young man's got an outstanding look about it. He's going to be a nice player. He continues to nurture his game and work on his craft.
Oh, the Auburn students are hoping for gooey fries, and they get it. Sorry, Tud. Gooey fries coming to the Auburn students. After Murphy missed 2 in a row, the rebound, Chad Baker-Mazar threw it off of R.J. Melendez. .208 in the second half. Auburn up 84-62. And a 30-second timeout called by Auburn. With 2:08 to go, and the Tigers up 84-62.
Well, you've just got a little bit of an unusual lineup out there, and I think Coach Pearl wanted to cease all movement and try to coordinate an offensive play. Number one, get the ball in bounds from it's going to be taken in outside of Mississippi State's bench.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. These teams played 3 times last year. State dominated Auburn in Starkville. Auburn won here and then in the SEC tournament en route to an SEC tournament championship.
Tigers were on a mission up there.
Inbound Denver Jones into a double team and a whistle and a foul on Matthews. Third foul on Cameron Matthews, the 6'7", 235-pound center out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. And Denver Jones back at the charity stripe. The Auburn senior guard, 11 points, a rebound, 3 assists tonight for Denver. First free throw. Tickles the twine.
You know, it just made all the difference in the world. He was on the bench. Once he came in the last few minutes, stabilized the Tigers' offense and secured the defensive end and has buried these free throws.
8 of his 13 points have come in the second half. Auburn by 24 points, 86-62, approaching the 2-minute mark of the second half. Hubbard works on Denver at the top. Skip pass off the right side for Matthews. Matthews picks up the dribble on the perimeter. Skip pass, left wing for Harris, goes baseline. Knocks down Chad Baker-Mazara. Charge on Harris.
Another defensive win by the Tigers. Moved his feet, stuck his body in front of him. One of the great plays in basketball is when you take a charge, you gain possession, you give the other team a foul. It's the ultimate sacrifice for a player.
State has gone 2 minutes and 22 seconds without scoring. Auburn in that time has gone on a 13-2 run and leads 86-62. Denver Jones across midcourt. Nice between the legs dribble against Cam Matthews. To Chad Baker-Mazara. Turns the corner. 18-footer. Good.
That was a 15-foot floating yogi right there.
It was a floating yogi. 20 on the night for Chad Baker. 88-62 Tigers. Matthews on the wing for Warren. Penetrates into the lane. Bounce past Melendez. Missed the reverse. Got it back. Head fake twice. Puts it up and in.
I'll say one thing. The Mississippi State Bulldogs have not quit. They've continued to scrap. And this game is over, and they are still fighting hard.
And Auburn will go to its bench. Blake Michalek Presley Patterson among those coming in for the Tigers right now. C.J. Williams is also into the lineup for the Tigers.
I don't think any of us had envisioned what was going to take place tonight, Andy, but
Reed Trapp also into action right now for the Tigers, along with Jaheim Turtle Hudson. 1:04 to go in this one. Auburn about to get to 16-1 and 4-0 in Southeastern Conference action. Patterson will trigger into the backcourt for Mashalik. 1:02 to go. Auburn 88, Mississippi State 64. The Jungle starts to celebrate. Mashalik on the right side kicks it out of bounds. Ball was deflected off Mashalik by Warren.
This doesn't happen very often. You get a little bit of a run in the last minute in an SEC game against the 14th ranked team in America.
Between the circles, Warren to Alexander, who kicks it into the backcourt for State. That's over and back on State. Auburn gets the ball back. 47 1/10 to go in this one. The walk-ons and Turtle out there for Auburn right now.
This is a scout team.
Yeah, it is.
It is to perfection.
Trapp will inbound in front of the Auburn bench. To Jaheim Hudson. Now to C.J. Williams between the circles. Presley Patterson penetrates, lobs it up there. Ball was deflected and rebounded by Melendez. 37 seconds to go. Into the corner it comes, to the wing for Alexander. Low post for Murphy. With the left hand, he put it up and he missed it. Rebound underneath Nwoko, put it up and missed it. Rebound fought for Murphy on the baseline, tied up by Trapp. Reach in, jump ball.
The Tigers are stingy, even the scout team sticking their nose in, grabbing hold of that ball, refusing to let Mississippi State score.
17 on the shot clock for State, 23.1 seconds to go. The arrow gives the ball to the Bulldogs. 88-64 Tigers. Auburn has never trailed tonight. State ball out of bounds, baseline left. Warren will trigger. Lobs it, Murphy, low post, double team against Reed Trapp. Spins to the basket and he put it in. Final 17 seconds to go. And Auburn's going to get to dribble this one out. How about that?
That's amazing.
Without Janai Broome, Auburn tonight took care of this one early and often, led by double digits in the half, and the Tigers go to 4-0 in Southeastern Conference play with an 88-66 win against Mississippi State. My goodness, what a dominating win for the Auburn Tigers here tonight.
What preparation. The coaches have given a great deal of credit, prepared this ball club. The players took the game plan and absolutely carried it out to perfection, and they were unbelievably good to watch play. Defense tonight just snuffed Mississippi State.
Chad Bacon-Mazzara with 20 points leads the Tigers tonight. He's the Wind Creek high scorer. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games and win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. 1 of 5 in double figures tonight for Auburn. 5th top 25 win of the season, already a program, a record. 8th quad 1 win. 63rd consecutive sellout. A 10-game home court win streak. And 6th win all-time when ranked number 1 in the country. Auburn 88, Mississippi State 66. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
War Eagle Auburn family, it's time to join Aubie's Kids Club for this upcoming school year.